Today's video is sponsored by the Sunken Isles, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, live on Kickstarter. Embark on a journey to the magical Monarchy Isles and save the islands from total annihilation. Right away, this supplement really stands out. I'm a bit tired of battling my way through fantasy Europe, and I wouldn't mind getting a tan while I find loot. The other thing I think is amazing is that the supplement is designed to take your party from level 1 to level 20 over the course of 20 in-game weeks. A week can be a session or multiple, so your group can play at your own pace. But this adventure offers more than just a cool setting and a structured leveling scheme. Play as one of the several new races, like the Decapodians, the Kiai, or the Meyer Scales. They've also introduced a bunch of new systems. Get yourself a magical tattoo, gather resources to trade with the island folk who have no use for gold, and simplified sailing. This is the final week of the Kickstarter, so grab your oar and back Sunken Isles. Link in the description below. Now what you're here for. The short but horribly annoying life of Aladin the Paladin. Hi everyone, All Things D&D is back with another story. What happens when a crazy person rolls an equally crazy character? Aladin the Paladin. Buckle up, this one is both hilarious and rage-inducing, but the ending is oh so sweet. Tell us about your crazy party characters after listening to this one. Dramatis Personae, the DM, a talented but inexperienced DM. His only flaw might be his leniency towards problem players. Me, playing a half-elf druid. The Sorcerer, mostly just an unfortunate bystander to what will unfold. Aladin the Paladin, very creatively named human paladin. Please take a guess whether he'll be a problem down the line. Monk, the poor guy who's gonna suffer the most. At one point in the story, he'll literally throw his PHB at Aladin. Please hold back on judging him too harshly until you listen further. Nobody got hurt. At least, out of the game. Without further introduction, I'll let the words and deeds of Aladin the Paladin speak for himself. Our level 1 characters meet at a wizard's tower. The old mage needs help with some busy work and is hiring adventurers, promising gold as a reward. Me, looks like we're gonna work together on this. I'm Daraneus of the Silver Forest. Pleasure to meet you. Aladin the Paladin. I'm Aladin the Paladin. I am a force of the law. Monk. Wow, what a name. I am Aladin the Paladin. Angrily interrupting Monk. Yes, that's my name, okay? I'm Aladin the Paladin. He looks like he's thinking hard for a moment before he continues. My parents were bards. They liked rhyming. Monk. Okay. So they knew that you'd become a paladin when they named you? Aladin the Paladin. Well, yes, okay. They gave me away to a paladin order when I was little. That, by the way, is literally everything we're going to learn about Aladin's backstory during the rest of this campaign. I'm sure he was a well-fleshed-out character. Me. No need to get agitated about simple introductions. Let's just hear what our wizard hosts need from us. And so we went on our first quest, fetching some magical ingredients from an abandoned mine, which of course was infested by some low-level monsters. Everything went fine. We looted some gemstones and leveled up. Together with the wizard's pay, we had earned ourselves 1,500 gold pieces. Aladin the Paladin. Give me the money. I want to buy plate armor. Monk. No, we're splitting it up evenly. Everyone gets their fair share. Aladin the Paladin. What do you even need that money for? You're a monk, you don't use weapons or armor, and the druid can't use metal items, and the sorcerer doesn't have to pay for new spells, so I'm the only one with proper use of this money. Monk, we've known each other for 3 days now. There's no way I pay for your armor while I get nothing out of it. Me, let's all calm down. I don't have much need for material wealth right now. I'll lend you my share, Aladin. If you want to save up for better armor to protect all of us, you can pay it back later. Aladin the Paladin. No, I'm not borrowing money. Money lending is evil. I am a force of the law. Me. Okay, it's just an offer. I have no clue what led to this weird outburst and his hate of money lending. Maybe some weird anti-Semitic stereotypes? No idea. Monk. So we're splitting it up evenly. I want to save up for some magic items the wizard has for sale. DM. All right. Anything else you guys want to do while you're in town? At this point, while Sorcerer, Monk, and I do some shopping, Aladin the Paladin is passing multiple notes to the DM. DM, are you sure about this? I mean, you're lawful good, right? Aladin the Paladin, yes, it's in the service of good. DM rolls his eyes visibly. All right, once all of you meet up again at the market, you notice Aladin appearing from a dark side alley, parting ways with a sleazy-looking half-orc. Monk, what did you do with that half-orc? He looks like a criminal. Aladin the Paladin. I bought some drugs. Everyone. What? Aladin the Paladin. Since you won't let me buy my plate armor, I need to find another way to quadruple my gold. Monk. So much for your I am the law tagline. How do you even plan to resell it to quadruple its value? Aladin the Paladin. I'll dilute it with sawdust to quadruple the amount and then resell it. Monk. And so much for your I oppose evil tagline as well. Aladin the Paladin. Shut up, idiot! Every drug addict is evil anyways, so if they die from the diluted drugs, it's still a victory for good. Me. Are you sure this is a good idea? Aladin the Paladin. If you misers would just buy me my plate armor, I wouldn't have to do this, so shut up! The game continues, as does Aladin with his stupid plan, passing notes once in a while with the DM while we finish up our business in town. We take up our next quest from our new wizard patron and journey towards our new destination. Once we leave town, we get ambushed on the road. DM. The leader of the heavily armed band of thugs shouts at you. How dare you try to intrude in the drug trade in our town? Give us our fair cut or pay with your lives. Aladin the Paladin. No way, criminals! You'll perish in the name of the law! Monk. I'm not going to risk my life for his bullshit. Aladin the Paladin shouting. My good friends here and I will send you to hell where you belong, evil scum! Me. I guess Aladin just included us in this fight. So, we fought. It was a mess. Monk was taken out during the combat, but DM was lenient, so some of the thugs dragged him away instead of outright killing him. Sorcerer, Aladin, and I barely defeated the rest of them, but the kidnappers got away. Aladin the Paladin. We would have easily defeated them if I had proper armor. A while later, we've healed up and tracked the escaped thugs back to their hideout in the outskirts of town. After some tense moments and successful stealth rolls, we managed to break into the criminal hideout. Sorcerer, who was mostly passive up to this point, having his best line of the campaign. Good thing you don't wear plate armor, Aladin. Otherwise, you'd probably have failed your stealth check. We managed to take out some resting thugs undetected, find the unconscious monk, and finally we find all of Monk's belongings locked away in a chest. Aladin the Paladin. Great, we'll take the money and split it up evenly. With that and my drug profits, I think I can afford the plate armor. Monk doesn't get a share since he didn't help us here. Me. Dude, it's his money. Aladin the Paladin. We're in a kind of dungeon and it's loot from a chest. Monk insisted that we split everything evenly we find. If you guessed that this was the moment when Monk threw his PHB, then you'd be correct. DM. Your loud argument has alerted the rest of the sleeping criminals. You hear their footsteps and shouting coming towards your direction. At this point, we postpone the argument, grab Monk and his stuff, and beat it. Sorcerer and I have disadvantage on athletics because we're carrying Monk and his belongings, but we manage to escape. Aladin, however, rolls a natural 1. DM. Is anyone going to stop and help him? Me. Nope. Sorcerer. Nope. Aladin gets surrounded by angry thugs, tries to fight them, curses us in our evilness for leaving him alone, and dies an inglorious death. This time, for some reason, the criminals don't take prisoners. That's the end of the short but horribly annoying life of Aladin the Paladin, and the beginning of the equally short and annoying life of Raladin the non-paladin. After the tragic death of Aladin the Paladin, we continue our campaign. DM, have you rolled up a new character? Raladin, yes, here's the sheet. DM takes a brief look at it. DM, are you serious about the name? Sorcerer gets curious and takes a peek at the sheet. He informs us out of game that the new character is called Raladin. Raladin, I thought a rogue would be a good idea since nobody was able to disarm the traps in the last dungeon. DM, all right then. The party returns to their wizard patron's tower in order to explain that they failed their quest because of a certain paladin dragging them into his bad crime drama. They realize that a failed magical experiment has turned the wizard into a talking squirrel. He needs the party to gather new ingredients for a ritual to transform him back into human form. He doesn't mind them failing their previous quest and is willing to pay them more so that they can hire a replacement for Aladin. So the party heads out to the next tavern to recruit a new member, and we introduce our new player character. Raladin. You see a mysterious hooded figure rise from a dark corner of the room and slowly approach you. I will join you on your quest, if you're willing to pay. Me. Since nobody else in here seems to be interested, and we have a wizard to rescue, I guess you're our only choice, stranger. I'm Daranos of the Silver Forest. Who are you? Raladin. My name is irrelevant to you, but I'll help you with your wizard problem. I sigh and roll my eyes, but I want to get back to the adventure, so I grind my teeth. Me. All right, Irrelevant. It's a pleasure to meet you. Monk. Welcome to the party, Irrelevant. You seem very trustworthy. With their new trusted ally, the party leaves town and searches for a ruined labyrinth in a nearby forest. After some dungeon crawling and fighting, the party secures the ingredients they were looking for. Minotaur horns. Monk even finds a nice magical sai, which counts as a monk weapon. On their trip back to town, the party takes a rest for the night at the banks of a river. Raladin. I'll take first watch. I throw a worried glance towards Monk and Sorcerer. Monk. That's fine, Irrelevant. I'll take second. DM. Night sets in as everyone but the rogue goes to sleep. Raladin. Once everyone's asleep, I sneak towards Monk. Raladin throws his dice. Raladin, that's a 24 on stealth. I use coup de grace to kill him. Monk, I stick my sai right into his face. DM, since you prepared for the attack, Monk gets advantage. Raladin, what? I have a 24 on stealth and he's asleep. DM puts a piece of paper on the table. It's a note Monk passed him in secret. Monk was so stealthy about it, even Sorcerer and I had no clue that he did this. DM, Monk clearly stated here that he prepares to attack anyone who sneaks up to him with his sai after he lies down. If you're waiting for exactly this situation, a 24 on stealth means nothing. Raladin suffers heavy damage from Monk's new magical sai. Raladin, I attack him back. The rest of the party awakens and soon realizes that they're in the middle of PvP combat. Me, what's up with this nonsense? Why are you attacking our friend, Irrelevant? Raladin, my name is Raladin, and I'm here to avenge my brother Aladin. Sorcerer, wait, wasn't Aladin given to a Paladin order as a baby by his rhyming bard parents? Raladin, well, yes, and they gave me away to a thieves guild to balance out their karma. They were true neutral. Now, I tried to connect with Aladin and found out that he was betrayed and left to die by his own party. Me, I don't know who told you this, Raladin, but that's not quite how it happened. Lay down your arms and we can talk about this. Raladin, I attack! The already heavily injured Raladin is quickly killed by a very satisfied Monk. Raladin, you wouldn't have won without metagaming, you jerk. Monk, I wasn't metagaming. Why would my Monk with a wisdom of 18 trust a creepy-looking stranger who wouldn't even give him his name? And this shortly after my Monk nearly got killed and looted by the last weird psycho stranger he joined up with. It makes total sense for him to be very paranoid. Raladin, bullshit! The rest of the group agrees with Monk, and Raladin's body gets thrown into the river to feed the fish. DM, Raladin, please roll up a new character. This time, just to make it clear, you're not allowed to create any more relatives, friends, hired assassins, or any other characters with any connection whatsoever to Aladin or Raladin. We clear on this? So ends the equally short and annoying life of Raladin, the non-paladin. Hilarious and frustrating. I love it. Seriously, what would you have done if Aladin was in your party? I'm a little sad the DM wouldn't let him make another Aladin after Raladin got what he deserved. An endless string of Aladins dying to the party. Sweet justice. Please let us know what you think and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, All Things D&D. Our videos are posted every 5 days, so stay tuned for more amazing Dungeons & Dragons content.